It is better to remain in Nigeria than to JAPA. Before we go right into that, remember last week we had Joseph and Tommy argue for and against the motion that says men must always pay on the first date. After a 5-day voting process, we finally have a winner! And he's right here. We came right back to the spot where we met him to give him his cash prize. Joseph, how are you feeling today?
I'm very fine. Thank you.
You're very fine?
Yeah.
How did you feel when you got the call that says, brotherly, it's like you have won on the show?
I was actually doing something, then someone called my attention to it, and I said I was having a wide margin.
Wow, wide
okay.
margin.
And I said, okay, that's a good one. I was actually excited though.
Yeah, you were excited. Did you for any reason go through the comment section to see what people think about your motion?
Yeah, I did. No, definitely everybody won't pay for you.
Yeah.
So I saw some captivating talks, and I saw some catchy talks, and I saw some talks that got me.
All right.
Yeah.
Amazing. Let's go straight into it. Okay, after you all voted with me here. Why is this money? You see, it's too heavy. It doesn't want to come out of my pocket. Yes, after a successful long 5-day voting process, we have our cash prize of 50,000 naira, courtesy Fruitful Studios, and we are giving it right here to him right now. There you have it. 50,000 naira, cool cash.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. What would this 50,000 naira do for you?
50K. Well, I will actually. I want to give it to a woman in my area.
A woman in your area?
Yeah, they're starving. So at least I received some couple of money from the office today. So this I'll give to her.
Wow, yeah. Philanthropist he is. Anyway,
not philanthropy, but human. Like just having this feeling to give.
It's also part of philanthropism.
That's
also part of philanthropism.
Because I don't have.
You want to argue here now? You want to start an argument?
No, because I don't have.
Anyway, actually, very thoughtful of you to help. Because if it's, me, I was thinking, but you will use not to take a woman on a date. Anyway, there you have it, Joseph. Okay, any final words you'd like to say to Fruitful Studios before we jump right into the video?
Yeah, thank you, Fruitful Studio. You'll always be fruitful. And don't stop doing what you're doing. It's educating.
Thank you. He says don't stop doing what you're doing, so we would not stop. We're jumping straight into the debate. It is better to remain in Nigeria than to JAPA. Hey, let us go. My brother, do you think it's better to remain in Nigeria or to JAPA?
I'm coming.
Sir?
To remain in Nigeria.
To remain in Nigeria? Hi, do you think it's better to remain in Nigeria than to JAPA?
JAPA, obviously.
If you have something you are doing in the country that is very crucial or that is important, you can remain. But if you don't have anything you are doing in the country that allow you stay, you can travel out of the country.
Do you think it's better to remain in Nigeria than to JAPA?
To JAPA, my brother.
To JAPA, you say
for sure, I will JAPA, for sure.
Even ordinary Ghana self is better than Nigeria presently.
Even our jollof rice, no sweet past there.
I beg, leave jollof rice, Jare. Ghana jollof rice 100% better than Nigeria jollof rice.
2 minutes.
Nigeria na country.
Yes.
If I see Ghana when they protest, I go enter that Ghana.
You know me now. Wow.
I prefer going out of this country. Nothing is working again in this country. Everything is going upside down. Since people over there doesn't want to do anything, and if you find your way to go out, you go out.
Hello, ma. Do you think it is better to remain in Nigeria than to JAPA?
It depends on your context to it. Because there are people that are JAPA, there are people that just go and come. Okay. So, because if you are well employed in a good organization, just take care of yourself and your family. Find all the agriculture is not good, even over there. Find their opportunity. But you can't compare raising children here. For people I have over there, to raising children over there. The economy, the place is kind of decadent. Let me use that word. Because, foster parents are there, they want to pick up your child tell you, do you understand? Like, can beat your child and be sensitive to their head. So, do you understand? There are some things you also consider your pros and cons.
Well, before I wasn't considering moving outside of Nigeria, but now I think I'm considering it because I feel like if I move outside, it will give me more prospect for my career.
Would you like to, have some sort of debate with somebody who actually has a contrary opinion to what you have right now for the chance to win 50,000 naira?
Someone who has a contrary opinion.
You have a debate with that person for his chance to actually walk home with 50K.
Yes, sure.
You want to do that right now?
Yes.
You're saying it is better to remain here in Nigeria than to JAPA.
For me, yes. I don't know for others, but for me, that's my decision. I've taken the decision myself.
Amazing.
If my children comes up and say, okay, they are traveling, fine. But I say, I'll be here, I will live here, I will inherit what is in my country.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, good thoughts. I have a friend who thinks otherwise, who would like to also share his thoughts with you. It's just going to be more like a debate. He says his points and then you say your point. Do you mind?
There's no problem.
And here we are, another episode of Street Debate, and today we have the motion, it is better to remain in Nigeria than to JAPA. With me here is Mr. Monday, who is arguing for the motion, and Samuel arguing against the motion. So the first round starts now. Mr. Monday, who is arguing for the motion, you go first.
Good afternoon. Just a coincidence. I appreciate you guys for just asking this question. For me, I will support the motion that staying in Nigeria is better than traveling outside, or maybe as the way as it may be, they say JAPA, isn't it?
It's called JAPA.
Yes. So for me, in earlier time, around 70s, let's say 70s, 80s, or let me say from 80s, 90s, I personally have taken the decision that I don't want to go anywhere, that I will stay in Nigeria, my country, I will make my money here. Understand? So I support the motion that staying in Nigeria is better than traveling outside the country.
So let's hear you, Samuel. He says it is better to remain in Nigeria than to JAPA. Your opening remark. Let's hear you.
Okay, so what are you staying in Nigeria for, basically? You stay in Nigeria to be victim of the inflation rates, the economy that is not working. You stay in Nigeria to be a victim of the security system that is not working. You can't even, when you're in this country, every penny that comes into your hands, you have to labor, like work for it. There is no allowance. The government are really not taking care of you. You get? So why would you stay in such a country? You need to leave Nigeria, leave this country so that you can, go into a place and a country that appreciates you more. That's my opinion.
But we should also know that this country belongs to all of us. And if all of us should leave, who else is going to remain here? Nobody. We will no longer answer Nigeria. There are people that are in Nigeria today, they are making their money, despite the economy, despite the hardship. Nigeria is created to have everything. We are blessed in this country. We have everything that can give us whatever thing we want. Nigeria as a name doesn't have anything to be blamed for. But where we need to blame people is on the area of our leaders, who are so greedy, who are not looking at taking care of the citizens. All we are looking at is election, and you elect people that are not going to lead well. Let me draw my example from here. By now, we are not supposed to be talking of 2027, whereas you see some leaders indirectly campaigning for 2027, whereas 2 years of their stay in the office are not okay. Yes, there are hardship everywhere. But let me also tell you that the place you are going for or you are traveling to, the place you are traveling to are not safe, in the sense that they say there is no place like home. Number one, you can travel to an outside country where somebody will tell you there are greener things. If you go there, you are going to make it. If you go here, you are going to get this. Within a short period of time, you are a millionaire. There are many of our people that travel through Mediterranean Sea today. They are no longer here. There are many people that have traveled through one or two agencies. They duped them, they scammed them, they are back to Nigeria. There are people that will travel today. There is no freedom of movement just as you have in Nigeria today. Yes, Nigerian economy is harsh, but if you come from when Shagari them, all the past leaders led, there was nobody that was even thinking of traveling outside. You can also remember when Ghanaians were here, they were the one doing the manual job. They do the tailoring, they do the cleanings and all the rest of them. Then as of 90s, you can hear when Nigerians were asking them, Ghana must go. That was when they drew that name, Ghana must go. But today, the reverse is the case. All Nigerians want to travel, all Nigerians want to leave the country because of hardship. But we should also think of the disadvantage of what is going on. The disadvantage is that you will not have that freedom the way you have it. Most of our people in abroad today are hiding. They don't have that green card. They don't have that permit to work freely as they can. They can't operate, they can't stay in the public places, they hide everywhere. There is no country in the whole world that can say they are 100% okay. They are still struggling with one thing or the other. But if all of us are here, we can as well fix our country. 2027 election is coming. If there is no division among the youth, among the citizens, I think we can get it right by electing a good leader that will change the country for good. Thank you.
And one of the things that Mr. Monday said was that at the time, if I hear him very well, he said at the time that foreigners used to come to Nigeria to work. Well, I attended Obafemi Awolowo University, and one of my lecturers said that at the time the exchange rate of Naira to dollar was at the top at the time. Naira was at the top rather at the time. And then they would just come here to work. They even like to, come to our environment, like to be part of our country. But now, today, it's not like that. And he kept on mentioning the leaders. For a country that the leaders are bad, the leaders are not doing what they need to do economically, security-wise, and other areas. There's a little thing, just a little that the citizens, average citizen can do. That is why I encourage people to move out of this country if you can. If you look at Sweden gives their citizens allowance. If you give birth to a child in Sweden today, you have an allowance that you get. In Nigeria, there's nothing like that. Even the minimum wage that was reviewed from 30,000 to 77,000 is not even enough to get anything. You understand? The minimum wage is not enough to even fend for yourself again. So, and even you that you are going to an office, you are an office worker, you say, okay, fine, you are being paid so amount per month. The money is not enough. So what I have friends that what they are doing now is they just do online gigs. They work on Fiverr, Upwork, and they get paid in dollars. And that is one of the ways they are beating the inflation. So I believe that if this country, as it is, can, first of all, tackle security, because if there is no life, you can't be thinking of a better life. Tackle the economy and make sure that there is at least 20 hours supply of electricity. It will really boost our human capital. And why are you even going abroad to do? What are you going to abroad to do? You are going abroad to better your life. You can't even compare this country with countries abroad, like the likes of Switzerland, the likes of France. You can't compare them. If you look at USA, UK, Canada, yes, the cost of living is high, but what about the standard of living? Here, the cost of living is high, but the standard of living is poor. Healthcare, zero. There's still a lot that the government needs to do. To the average citizen now, they are suffering. I would not advise a young man just going out of the university to stay longer in Nigeria. If you can move out, you move out, and you do it on time. Take a calculated risk, Understand the country you are moving to, because you also want to get return on your investment. But in Nigeria, if you stay in Nigeria for 20 years, 30 years, you want to work, you might not even be able to afford a house in Ikorodu, a house and a land in Ikorodu. So why not just move on time when you can still do it, so that you can better yourself and better your family.
Okay, then if I should draw some points from what you said, now, assuming Nigeria have a population, I'm just giving an example, we have a population of 1,000 and almost 999 left Nigeria. Are we going to have a country again? No. Are those people that we travel to, the place we traveled to, are they going to recognize us as their own citizens? Even if at the moment they recognize you as their own citizen, remember, there might be a time that they will come to say, okay, just like what is happening in Ghana recently, where the Ghanaians are saying that the Igbo race or the Igbo extracts are overshadowing them in business, that the government of Ghana should ask them to go. Nigeria per se as a name is good, but the problem we have is corruption. Leaders, bad leaders. If they travel abroad and come back and do what is over there, I don't think there is any citizen that we like to travel abroad, because your home is your home. Just as I said earlier, if all of us should just go to abroad, will the country Nigeria exist again? Who are we going to leave the country for?
Of course, you know that statistically, and if you look at it realistically, everybody cannot travel abroad. Sure, you understand. But what I'm saying is that everybody should aim at traveling abroad. If you are a person that you are from an average background, if you travel abroad, it will really spoil your career, it will spoil your life. Just make sure you are going there with something better to offer. It will spoil you will see a lot of changes financially, economically, status-wise, in all aspects. So it's not possible that, okay, let's say we have 1,000 people, 999 people travel. It's not possible. If you want to look at it realistically, I am saying that I will keep preaching for people that I can see to move abroad. As far as they can move, let them move. Because now is the time. Okay, if you look at it, okay, 4 years has gone now. 4 years will go by 2027. We're talking about another election, trying to elect the same people that, if you know what they did during I don't want to mention some scenarios like that, but let's just leave that. But we can talk about the economy as it is now. Is it easy to do business in Nigeria? Let's just look at it from an entrepreneurial mindset.
All right.
You are a person, you want to do business in Nigeria. Is it easy?
Okay.
There are so many black tax here and there.
All right.
So many people. You are going from one location to another.
Let me come in on the area of that business you said now. Let me tell you, he who is a lizard in Nigeria will also be a lizard in UK. That person will also be a lizard in USA. That person will also be a lizard in abroad. Traveling abroad or staying in Nigeria is a mindset. It's a mindset thing. It's the way you decide. It's the way you have decided, and also being focused to pursue your goal. Understand? There are many businesses today in Nigeria today. There are people that are making it big in Nigeria through business. There are people that are making it big in Nigeria through online businesses. Like many Nigerians are doing content creating. They are doing other things online. There are people that are doing physical business, like those of them that sell all these keke, that sell other things, like our Igbo brothers, our Yoruba brothers, and all the rest of them. They are all making it big. So traveling abroad does not guarantee you success. Traveling abroad does not guarantee anyone success. It depends on mindset. It depends on the choice. It depends on how focused you are. You can still be in Nigeria and you make it big here. There are some people that have traveled abroad from 5 years to 6 years now. If you check, they don't have a job. They are still moving about. But when you are here in your country, this is a place you can say, okay, you beat your chest that somebody like me, I'm working, but I'm deciding for now, I will venture into business. So if I venture into business, I'm making it big. I don't think you will ask me to go abroad and I will go. Already I've made that decision that I'm going to make it big here. So life and death is in your mouth. It's whatever thing you say. If you wish like traveling, fine. But if all of us should travel, who is going to repair the country? That's another valid point.
I like to come in there.
Okay.
You said that there are so many businesses in Nigeria that are being done. Yes, there are businessmen in Nigeria. But if you really ask them, there are things that they want the government to do that are yet not to be done. For example, you said some people are importing spare parts, keke napep and all of that. All those things, if we are producing it in Nigeria, that we have all these things in Nigeria, are producing in bulk quantity, and we don't need to like import maybe spare part from abroad and assemble it in Nigeria. Do you know that it will be very cheap? Do you know the cost of custom duty on all of these imports that they are importing because they are not tax exempted goods? And the black tax, okay, they're talking about double taxation. I don't think the states and there's this the state and the federal, there's this fight between them. Oh, they are taxing the federal is taxing a particular item. The same state is taxing that particular item. The only thing is that they have different name for it. One can call it consumption tax, one will call it VAT tax. All of those things, one of the advantages of being abroad is that everywhere there is sanity to a level, there is sanity. Yes, you know that once you pay for that light, you will get it. Once you do this, you are going to get it. There's sanity. The system is working. Let me just put it like that. The system is working well and efficient. And if you are in a system that works well, let me tell you, it can be hard at first. Yes, the principle for success is the same everywhere. It's the same everywhere. But you will struggle more in Nigeria to achieve that success that person, somebody will achieve in a year when he gets there.
Amazing. Let's just take it straight to the final round of this particular edition of Street Debate, where both contestants just drop their final words in just 1 minute each. Right. Just drop your final words and what you want the audience to take home, and I'll have you two do the same.
All right, my take home, and I want to tell my colleague that abroad, UK, anywhere we travel out, anywhere we decide to travel out of, anytime we decide to travel out of this country, we should also remember that people fixed it. Understand? Citizens fixed it. Citizens fixed it. Citizens find out that if their leaders are corrupt, they will come up and say that they are corrupt. And they have the right to say that this is what they want. So I will also ask those or implore those in Nigeria, those of us that are thinking of traveling. I'm not saying they should not travel, but we should all join hands to repair this country. When you see something that is bad, say it is bad. Understand? We should not allow politicians or the leaders to bring division amongst us. Because if we are united, we'll be able to repair this country, and it will be good for all.
Thank you.
So even if you decide to travel abroad, you can travel abroad, enjoy yourself, come back to your country. But remember, we cannot leave this country for anyone. It's owned by all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. You, Samuel?
Okay, my closing remark would be that if you are in Nigeria, the best thing for you to do is to think how you can move out of this country. Nigeria is a good country. Yes, I'm a Nigerian. It's a good country. I've had the opinion that I want to stay in this country, but now I'm looking beyond. I have a different perspective that I can't be in this country. We are talking about leaders. These same leaders, their children, they don't attend the same school that you go to. They send their children abroad to go and school abroad. And when they come back, what I'm saying is, as an average person, think of how you can better your life first before you think of bettering this country. Go abroad, have something at hand, go abroad and better your life. When your life is better, then you can start thinking of the country. Because basically, with what I'm seeing, with what has happened, with the answers and all of that, I don't think this country values citizens. It's life of common citizens. So go and better yourself outside, then you can come back to better the country.
And there you have it, Monday and Samuel. Great points raised by both of them. The power now is in your hands as our amazing viewers. You know just the vibe, right? Go to the link and vote for the person who you think stands a chance to walk home with the amazing prize of 50,000 naira. Till I see you next time, my name is Stanz Art. Bye for now.